Hear, O Israel, from the south, the call remains. Hear, O Israel, be ground where the truth resurfaced. Roots, covenant, rehearsed. Names once stolen, faith once bent. But the word stayed breathing through punishment. Up the river, voices connect. Memphis, Tennessee, order and respect. Lost sheep hearing what time it is. Ancient bloodline awakening kids.
Order of Melchizedek.
Stand righteous,
Stand correct.
no beginning, no end. We said, walk in truth, no compromise, no neglect.
Order of Melchizedek.
Lost sheep rise.
Hearts reset.
To Memphis,
We represent.
Israel, wake up.
Don't forget.
Esha,
Esha.
Ora, Em Yasha, Malak Tinga. Who are we?
Who are we?
Israel.
Israel.
What's the order?
Righteous.
Why we here with the lost sheep? This is order. This is remembrance. The order of Melchizedek. This is order. This is remembrance. The order of Melchizedek. This is remembrance. This is remembrance. The order of Melchizedek.
Righteousness is filthy rags. Study to show myself approved. I was down bad, shaping in iniquity. Conceive me in sin. Plead the blood of Christ. It's the only way to win. It's holy ruach on me. That's a blessing. He showed me what's gonna happen. I ain't stressing. Get my mind right. Had to change my life so I can be a light. A vessel of his honor. Nah, I didn't fight it. Preaching the good news of his kingdom. I done been indicted. A prisoner in Christ, not a devil slighted. Born with the demons trying to steal my soul. Salvation more precious than gold. I'm on the floor with my face bowed, crying out, here I go. Tilling the earth with good seed, truth is all I know. Sword drawn, ready for battle, feet staying shy. Cutting off the heads of devils, he done gave me the nine. Walking in this truth, chest out like I'm a god. But I die like a man, look at me, humbled again. All glory being given, I ain't taking the strand. I pledge allegiance to Yeshua, my man. Cause I can do anything in Christ, best believe me I can. I gain favor with God and man. Understand what you reading in the scriptures, man, the kingdom's at hand. I pledge allegiance to Yeshua, my man.
It's feeling impossible, but all things are possible through you. Big enough, I can deal with it. Father, pick me up now, I can deal with it. It's feeling impossible, but all things are possible through you. Big enough, I can deal with it. Father, pick me up now, I can deal with it.
Jacob's troubles in our face, and your works won't get it done. It's about your faith. Believe in the Messiah, that's the message. Keep his commandments, that's the way you gon' confess them. They gon' say they done away with, but that's cool. Just ask them how he rule his kingdom with no rules. This bout truth, traditions of men get thrown out. Falsifying on them scriptures, man, we calling you out. How you teach the people lies out the book? What they preach is so contrary if you look at the scriptures for yourself and stop depending on man. For your crown, Christ got it in hand. And you can do anything in Christ. Best believe me, you can. You gain favor with God and man. Understand what you read in the scriptures, man, the kingdom's at hand. I pledge allegiance to Yeshua, my man.
It's feeling impossible, but all things are possible through you. Big enough, I can deal with it. Father, pick me up now, I can deal with it. It's feeling impossible, but all things are possible through you.
Think you muted. Uh,
We can't hear you, Pops.
all praise, honor, and magnificent glory is unto our Elohim, Elohim of Abraham, and the Elohim of Ishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. We give him praise, honor, and great glory to our King, our
Can
Prince,
you hear him, D-Row?
our
Can't
Savior,
hear him.
Yeshua HaMashiach. He coming back to get the record straight for Israel, because of Israel, and even between Israel. We got the young gunners in the building. Here to dispensate the word of the Most High Yah. And with that, I turn it over to the brethren. Go ahead, T. Go ahead, TJ.
My Pops, I couldn't hear nothing you just said. I don't know why I couldn't hear you. But Shabbat Shalom to all. You know what I'm saying? Shabbat Shalom to everybody in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Um, man, we back. We back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna be back next week. It is a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? I felt it was needed to split this up in 2 parts. I was just gonna do a part 6 initially. Like when I got off the live last time I talked, we finished the series up. I was gonna make this the part 6. But man, I felt like this lesson had to breathe on its own, Hebrew. And
Dig.
you know what I'm saying? The title of tonight's class is Discretion in Gray Areas.
Mm.
I know y'all probably don't have no clue of what we talking about tonight. But before I get into it, Hebrew, I want to put a disclaimer out there because we are gonna get into a segment tonight, and y'all know I usually give y'all the objectives or a rundown of what we gonna be getting into. But tonight I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm just kind of let this class unfold organically as we go. But I am gonna foreshadow one little segment that we gonna get into, and it's about the law having limits,
Mm.
right? And as this class unfolds, we gonna paint the picture, Hebrew, of what I'm talking about. We gonna see it clearly in the end, but um over time as we go through our walk as Israelites, as we go through our walk, y'all, we lose sight of what the law was really put here to do.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we kind of put the cart before the horse when it comes to certain nuances of the law. And what I mean by that, first we have to recognize what's the main function of the law. Okay, the main function of the law, and we can read this in Romans 7, is to highlight sin, to show us what sin is.
Yes.
Okay, that's the main function of the law. And then so you got other scriptures that talk about the law that says the law is life, the law is light, and all
Mm-hmm.
that. But before you can receive and understand all that first, you need to understand the primary function of it first. Once you understand that, then you can kind of start getting into the other nuances of speaking of the law is life. That now you can start kind of exploring how the law is life, and then you will start seeing that okay, I need wisdom along with the law to even unlock these other nuances of the law,
Mm.
right? So I don't want people to hear this lesson tonight and think that I'm diminishing the law when I say that it has
Yeah.
limits.
Yeah.
Um, that's not what I'm doing. But if your answer to every situation is just what does the law say, then you may know law and you may lack wisdom. It's not an insult, just being honest, okay?
Nah, for
Because
sure.
if God gave a specific answer for every human circumstance, then he wouldn't be constantly telling us to seek discretion, to seek judgment, to seek discernment. Right. And sometimes I always want to behind a rule or a law is easier than developing the maturity to judge.
Yep. It's cold.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
we got kind of a long intro tonight, Hebrew, because I'm gonna be talking to y'all a lot tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slow roll this thing. It's gonna be 2 parts, most high willing,
Dead.
and it ain't a long class. We gonna be getting into a lot of stories though, case studies, what I like to call them.
Dead.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all, what chat? I want to ask you, D-Roll, in the chat. What do y'all do when there isn't a clear chapter or verse telling us exactly what to do?
Mm.
What do
That's a
we
good.
do?
That's a good answer. A good question.
You know what I'm saying? And the this last series we did kind of set it up for this class, y'all. That's where discretion comes in.
Yeah.
You see that now that's where discretion comes in. That's why we need discretion.
Mm-hmm.
So we know not to steal, we know not to murder, we know not to commit adultery. We got knowledge of the law, and knowledge tells us what is true, right? Discretion tells us though when to speak, when not to speak, when to fight, when to walk away, when to confront. All right, so in the Israelite community in 2026, everybody got facts, Hebrew.
Yep.
Everybody got facts. Not everybody got judgment and discretion, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody got judgment and discretion. And I ask another question: why did David spare Saul? Because hey, all his men have said, "Hey, the Lord have delivered him into your hand." Right? He sounded just what we all think. Right as of this moment, right now, don't we all think David would have been justified in cutting Saul's TV off in that cave?
Yep.
He had 3,000 men hunting David, and it just so happened Saul stumbled in the cave where David and all his men was. Now Saul's vulnerable. You done drove this man from his normal life, then already attempted to murder him at this point. At this moment, it looked like the Lord delivered Saul into David's hand, and all the counsel you getting sounds righteous.
Mm-hmm.
But what did discretion say? I will not stretch my hand against the Lord's
No.
anointing.
Yep.
You see the gray area. What was the gray area right there, Hebrew? The gray area was mercy and what looked like righteous judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So in the gray area, there's no specific law you can run to solve the issue, is what I'm saying. So how do you solve the problem then in the gray area? Discretion.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all follow me so far, we ain't number what 14 minutes in. Put some sevens in the chat, and we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We're gonna slow roll it, Hebrew. We're gonna slow roll this thing because you can be right and reckless.
Yep.
Can't am I lying?
Nah, you dead on.
You can be zealous and you can be foolish at the
I've,
same time.
I've been that.
It's
Right.
me too.
Reckless.
Me too.
Straight up.
You can be knowledgeable and still be destructive, Hebrew.
Yes.
But guess what slows us down? What's the balancing act between that? Discretion.
Discretion. Discretion.
That's the balancing act between that. And even in more layman's terms, Hebrew, discretion protects us from our own righteousness.
Mm.
That just to put a definition right off the bat on discretion. Because when you look at it in a concordance is kind of vague. It references you back to a few root words, and you would have to kind of combine the definitions of all those root words together to kind of get a clear definition of discretion. So, bro, in layman's terms, and as the class go on, we will keep adding to the definition of discretion as the scriptures paint the picture of it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So as of right now, what we got on discretion is discretion often protects us from our own righteousness. Because a lot of times we think I'm right, so whatever I do next is justified. That's what usually happens, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Moses was right, and he struck the rock. He was right, but he struck the rock, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So, and guess what? A lack of discretion caused him not to enter into the promised land. So it ain't just law, because life is very dynamic. Humans are dynamic, and life is gonna present some circumstances that we can't go to a specific law in the 613 and solve our issues.
Oh, that. Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to these gray areas that we're gonna be talking about tonight, we need discretion, y'all. We need discretion. All right, so Hebrew, we're gonna start this out in Hebrews chapter 5, and we're gonna go through verses 12 through 14.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you choose to be stubborn and think that this type of stuff right here ain't important, and you think all you got to do is follow rules, then you got a fundamental problem. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. And the problem is you don't understand that there is limits to the rules, right? The rules are necessary, but they're not exhaustive, meaning that the law doesn't explore every possible detail and situation.
Yep.
That's just the facts.
I think
Because that's what it wasn't even put here to do that.
nah, and I think you said something earlier, man. The law got limits,
Yeah.
and it's crazy you say that because I was talking to your pops earlier about the pillars in the tabernacle.
Uh-huh.
And if you notice that the 5 pillars that represent the law, the casting in those pillars was brass.
Mm.
And the 4 pillars right before you get to the holies of holies was silver castings to let you know that the law is not the one that's going to redeem you.
Facts.
The law wasn't there to redeem you. The law was there pointing to something greater. Like Paul said, the law was the schoolmaster getting you
Yeah.
ready for the school. I mean, the teacher getting you ready for the schoolmaster.
Facts, Hebrew.
That's what the law was. The law was pointing to someone who will establish the law. Like
Yeah.
bro said, discretion. If we think about it, who is the one in the scriptures that used the most discretion?
Christ.
Christ. He only
Yeah.
spoke when he was supposed to. He only moved when he was supposed to.
That's discretion.
That's discretion. That's what the law was pointing to. It was pointing to him
Yeah,
because he is the law of discretion.
Facts. So it's just to land back on what you're saying and the harp on land back on what me and you have been saying so far, Hebrew. Like when I say the law has limits, I'm gonna give you a little bit more insight, give y'all a little bit more insight to what I mean. Where's the law that says how long I should be patient with someone?
There you go. There you go.
Or where's the law that says how much mercy should I extend?
Mhm.
Or when should I separate from someone or this situation? Or should I exercise this liberty even if it causes somebody else to stumble? Where's the law? Where in the 613?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Where
And if you didn't understand what he just said, if some people come on my house that don't drink,
yeah,
right, I have a problem with drinking, but I pull out the wine and the tequila,
yeah,
and boom, these folks stumble. Then, even though it was just as right for me to drink, then
we getting into it. You best
see?
believe that's in there. We getting
Yeah.
into it, bro. because like a lot of people fall under the impression that the law is all you need. And when you at a certain level in your walk, that is sort of a golden rule, Hebrew. I'm not gonna lie, golden principle, right?
Yeah.
But as you mature, you see that the law don't cover every situation that you gonna go through in this walk,
Nope.
and you gonna need wisdom as well as discretion to navigate through those situations.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me speaking from a experience standpoint and a mature standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all wanted if y'all wanted the law to cover everything, then he just want rule followers.
Yep.
But instead, he created the law knowing it wasn't gonna cover everything. Why? Because he left some things up to wisdom and to discretion to handle, so that he could not create rule followers, but people who reflect his true character.
Pure hearts.
Yeah.
Pure hearts.
So without further ado, Hebrew, let's get into it. Hebrews 5, chapters 12, and we're gonna go through verses 12 through 14, Hebrew. And right
All
here,
right.
y'all, Paul is addressing people who should have been progressed and matured spiritually by now.
Mm.
All right. So let's get into it, Hebrew. Let's get into it.
All right. So in Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For in the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again,
Yeah.
which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not
Right.
of strong meat.
So, like I said, he addressing people who should have progressed by now. So, based on how long you've been in the truth, you should be further along in your ability to handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's supposed to go. Now, it's a stage where somebody tells you do this, don't do that. This is clean, this is unclean, right? Hebrew, we all been there.
Yep.
Um, but maturity can't remain dependent on somebody giving you explicit commandments for every situation. You got to grow eventually, y'all. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading, Hebrew.
For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe.
Mm.
Be
What?
strong.
Yeah. Hold on. What verse you at?
14.
You at 14. Stop right there. Read. I meant to stop you at the bottom of 12. I'm sorry, Hebrew.
Oh,
Read the
okay.
bottom of 12 again, where it starts at and have such become need of milk.
And are much such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Uh-huh. So in life will put you in certain situations where the technically permissible option might not be the most expedient option.
Yep.
So what do you do when it's two legitimate principles, but they pulling in different directions? Huh? What?
Hey, I know that just said pew. Cause
You know what I'm saying? What?
hey,
Because you can remember laws all day long, but be underdeveloped in judgment. Hebrew, am I right?
yep,
Am I right or
man,
wrong?
man, you hey, that's 100, man.
So what
100.
happens when the question isn't should I help this brew or not, but it's at what point is helping this brew enabling this brew? What if that's the scenario?
Yeah,
What if the scenario is should I forgive, but does forgiveness require restoring the same level of access? What if that's the scenario? That's the gray areas we talking about tonight. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, Hebrew.
13.
Uh-huh.
For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe.
See that? So this is bigger than just you don't know Bible verses. All right. This is saying you're inexperienced, your lack of skill of knowing how to apply information. This is what it's
Yeah,
going into.
yeah,
All right. So it's not insulting young people in the truth. That's not what it's doing. He's actually writing to people that's been in the truth for a long time and ain't matured. This is actually who Paul's writing to right now.
wow.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
14. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age.
So he said, strong meat belongs to the other age, and a babe in this instance, like I just said, he talking to people who've been in the walk who should have matured but hadn't matured. A babe in this instance needs this all the time decisions simplified all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You tell a child don't touch the stove. You don't have to explain heat transfer and thermal
Yeah.
conductivity and residual heat and all that. You just get them a rule, and eventually maturity, they'll figure out the other stuff we just named out, right? That's what a babe does in this walk, in this instance right here. They what a law at for it. Do the law
Yeah.
say it? But all the time, it ain't always that clear cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't always, and the milk, it tells us what to do. The meat trains us to understand why and the how.
Yep.
Pick up verse 14 at the top again, Hebrew. Go ahead.
But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age,
Yeah.
even those who by reason of use
You see
have their
that?
senses.
Reason of use. So maturity comes through exercise application, not just hearing, not just studying, not just remembering the laws, actual use, actual applying.
Clients. Yep.
You see that discretion is only developed through repeated engagement, Hebrew,
Yep.
with real life decisions. This when you look up that words, the senses exercise. You read that part, you get down to that part. You didn't get down to
Yep.
that part yet, did you?
Yep. Their senses exercised.
You see that senses exercise, y'all. That's athletic language. If we was to look that up in the concordance, y'all, that's like trained.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you can keep the law, you can have good intentions, and you can still make an unwise decision. Facts.
Facts. I've done it multiple times. Straight up.
It's not, and the situations don't always come down to good versus evil. Sometimes it's lawful versus expedient.
Mm-hmm.
Patience versus being passive.
Mm-hmm.
Being loyal versus being complicit. Gray areas to where it ain't no law you can go to and solve that issue. You got to use wisdom and discernment. You may have to use a combination of principles of multiple laws to solve the decision. That's wisdom.
Yep. And honestly, that term WWJD,
Uh-huh.
bro, that really comes into play right now.
Yes, sir.
Because
Facts.
unless you study him and how he move, then you're not gonna understand and discretion because you always gonna be looking towards what the law do,
Yeah, yeah.
what the law say. But he is the law.
Facts. Man, you just said something right there, Hebrew. You just said something right there. And next year, I pulled a description from one of the classes of the series that I just did of discretion. I pulled it and I wrote it down. I'm gonna repeat it right here. Like I said, we just gonna keep building on the definition. So every definition I give you about discretion, just add it to your notes, build upon it. All of it runs together. All
Yeah.
right. So it says, I got down here the discretion, the ability to judge what is wise, appropriate, and righteous in situations where the correct course of action isn't spelled out. Wisdom applied to circumstances. Hold on, no, never mind. There was this. There's something I'm reading in another note right there. But that was it. I'm gonna read it again. The ability to judge what is wise, appropriate, and righteous in situations where the correct course of actions isn't spelled out. All right. So we just gonna keep adding on our definitions of discretion as we go on. All right. So Hebrew, let's keep going. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 2, Verses 1 through 11 next. Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 11. Let me get there before you take off, Hebrew.
All right.
All right, when you get it, Hebrew, go ahead.
All right. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
My son, if thou wilt receive my words
You
and
see
hide
that?
my
Hold on, Hebrew. Oh, big word. Big
yep, yep,
word,
yep,
small
yep.
word, big meaning. If. See, wisdom is available, but it ain't automatic.
Nope.
Everybody who hear instruction won't receive it. Go ahead, Hebrew.
If thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and applying thine heart to understanding.
See that? Incline and apply, meaning you deliberately lean into this thing. You deliberately lean into this. Wisdom requires intentional work and attention. If you want it, if you want the discretion, if you want the discretion, if you want what the law doesn't cover, you have to work for it. You got to constantly be applying it. These principles. Incline and apply. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hidden treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord.
You see that? So that's seeking something deeper than just the law.
Yeah.
It ain't talking about the subject matter right here. Ain't even the law. It's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You see that, Hebrew?
Yes, sir.
It's so the immature or the underdeveloped spiritually, they always gonna be looking for, is it allowed?
Mm.
The wise is what wisdom, what does wisdom require? That's what the wise is looking for, even if it's not spelled out explicitly for me.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 4. If thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hidden treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
Find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints.
What verse you at, Hebrew?
9.
All right, keep reading to 11.
You got it. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee.
Preserve thee from what? Bad
Mm.
decisions, bad relationships, bad timing, bad environments, bad doctrine, bad reactions. Go ahead, Hebrew. Finish that out.
Understanding shall keep thee.
Understanding shall keep thee. Let's go and get it. Let's go to the next spot. Sirach 33, verse 29. Then we're gonna get into our case studies after this. Sirach 33, verse 29, Hebrew. When you get it, go ahead.
All right, Sirach 33, 29. And it reads, but be not excessive toward any, and without discretion, do nothing.
And without discretion, do nothing. Without discretion, do nothing, Hebrew. Let's go get into it, Hebrew. Let's get into this thing.
Yeah.
Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 5 through 12. 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 5 through 12, Hebrew. Rest of this lesson consists of stories. Part 2 probably ain't gonna consist of none of more stories. Showing this principle that we talking about tonight.
All right, said 1 King 3, 5 through 12.
Yes, sir. When you get it, go ahead.
All right. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. And God said, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee.
Mm-hmm.
And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day.
Yeah.
And now, O Lord, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David, my father, and I am but a little child.
Mm.
I know not how to go out or come in. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor accounted for multitude.
Uh-huh.
Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people.
Give me more laws. Israel already had the laws. Moses had already come. Yet Solomon still asking for what? Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So the keeping of commandments does not eliminate the need for judgment, development. It don't. It just don't.
Nah.
I don't care how much law you keep. Yeah, because we done seen teachers know law back and forth, but don't know how to judge a damn matter to say they self.
Boy.
So you see, he asking for wisdom and discretion. Ain't that something, Hebrew?
To understand the law.
Yeah.
To understand the law. That's key, man.
Yeah. Keep reading that verse 9.
That I may discern
Oh,
between good and bad.
So Israel already had the law. He a king. He had a copy of the law.
Yeah.
But guess what? God, he does establish laws and boundaries, but guess what? Life still produces situations requiring discretion, Hebrew. If the law was enough, why is he praying for discretion? Why is he praying for the ability for a discerning heart, Hebrew?
Boy.
Go. I want to know. Go.
Yeah. Boy.
All right, let's keep reading, Hebrew. Let's keep reading. Read that out, Hebrew.
I'm at the end of verse 9, y'all.
All right, go.
For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?
Mm.
And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither asked riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
To discern judgment. See, hey, that's totally separate from knowing law, ain't it, Hebrew?
Yes.
Knowing rules, ain't it, Hebrew?
I think the law, the only way the law can teach you discernment is if you're looking at it that way. If you're looking at keeping,
but guess why you have to be looking at it that way, Hebrew? That's what I'm saying. Wisdom.
You got to, man. Like you said it earlier. Why did he tell me not to eat pork? Why did he tell me not to worship idols and not to create images that's in the heaven? Why did he tell me to do that?
Right.
When you start looking at it like that, then it's going to teach you the wisdom.
The wisdom. And you can't have, and discretion is like the best friend of wisdom. It comes when you get wisdom, that come with it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Discernment and discretion come with it. So if you got wisdom, you already got the two D's.
Yep.
That come with it, Hebrew. Did you finish that out to 15? Do 12, I mean, do 12.
I'm at verse 12.
Okay, go ahead. Read
Yeah,
that
I'm in
out.
verse 4.
Finish it out.
Behold, I have done according to thy words.
Mm,
Whoa. I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any rise like unto thee.
okay, now it's another. This is learning some on our way to learning some. Just for my brothers and sisters, this is from what we just read and also from firsthand experience. I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to this. Whenever you open your mouth and ask the Lord for something, get ready for the test. It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna give it to you, and he might do like he might do you like he did Solomon. You may ask for it, and he might give it to you first, and then put you to the test, or he may give you the test first, and then give it to you. But just know if you ask for spiritual virtues like patience and stuff like that, just know a test coming. A life test is
Mm-hmm.
definitely coming your way. That's just how it works. Let's get into the test, Hebrew. First Kings,
You already know.
3, First Kings
11.
3,
You said
16, 16 through 28, Hebrew.
First King. What's the chapter?
Same chapters. Just skip down
Okay.
to verse 16. Verse
Okay.
16 through 28.
All right. First King 3, verse 16, and it reads.
28. So Solomon, you asked me for a discerning heart. I'm gonna give you a test to see if your heart is discerning. Now you got to use the wisdom that I gave you. Now you got to use it. All
Mm-hmm.
right, let's get it, Hebrew. Because
Verse
see,
6.
right here, we all familiar with this story. Just set the groundwork, Hebrew. It was no witnesses, no DNA tests, no confession, just two people telling the same story.
So technically, that's what they call it. That case supposed to be thrown out. You said no witnesses, no DNA test, no nothing,
No
bro.
confession, no nothing. Just
Yeah.
two people telling the same story, Hebrew.
Mm.
So and what law? Now answer me this: what laws you gonna go to solve this scenario right here? You can go to a law that talk about lying. You can do that.
Yeah.
But what law is gonna tell you which woman is
That's
lying
that's what I was just about to ask you.
in this circumstance?
That's what I was just about to ask you. Which one? Which one lying though?
So I'm presenting to y'all before we get into it. I'm presenting to you the gray area. This is
Yeah.
the gray area. So discretion got to come in at some point, correct, Hebrew?
Correct.
All right, let's get into it, Hebrew. First Kings chapter 3, 16 through 28. When you get it, go ahead.
Then came there two women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him.
Stood before him. So it's time to judge a matter. Now, these two harlots. So these ain't people who reputations you can just really trust.
Exactly.
Solomon ain't got nothing to go off of. No first-hand information, no beforehand information, no nothing.
These really wouldn't be liable witnesses in the case because of their lifestyle. They
True
probably wouldn't be liable witnesses.
that.
I'm just saying that because if we talking about courtroom situations, you know what I'm saying? They talk about liable witnesses, they probably wouldn't have been there if
Yeah,
I'm just
I mean you're right. According to this circumstance, that
yeah.
ain't a lie. Yeah. So let's get it, Hebrew. Pick it up. Where we at?
All right,
Verse 17.
verse 17.
Okay, I think this is the first woman's testimony. Go ahead.
And the one woman said, "Oh my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house,
Mm-hmm.
and I was delivered of a child with her in the house.
Mm.
And it came to pass the third day after that I was delivered."
Hold on, Hebrew. So the first woman goes. Now, just like I said, Solomon has no first-hand knowledge of nothing. No DNA tests, no real confession, no witnesses. So the only thing he has to lean on, Hebrew, is discretion. And what will discretion tell you in the situation as a leader? Well, for me, I would have to base it off of testimony, what I'm hearing, right?
Yep.
I would have to focus on behavior of mothers and human
Body
nature,
language.
body language, human nature at this point, right, Hebrew?
Mhm.
pretty
Yeah.
much. So she say we live together. I gave birth in the house and she was there. Okay. All right. Verse 18, Hebrew, go ahead.
And it came to pass the third day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also,
Mm.
and we were together. There was no stranger with us in the house.
So
Save.
limited witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
This is what make this situation such a gray area. And don't get me wrong, when we speak gray area don't mean it's not a right answer. It means the answer is not immediately visible. We
Right.
got to search.
It's not 1 + 1 is 2.
It's not there exactly,
You
Hebrew.
gotta do, you gotta do long division.
Thank you. You gotta do long. You gotta show your work.
Yeah,
We used to hate doing that, didn't we?
hated it.
We just want to type it in the calculator here. There go the answer right here. And boy, you used to hate them instructions where it say
Show your
multiply
work.
and then in parentheses show your work. You'd be like,
Show your
ah.
work. Yeah.
So think of discretion as long division. You got to show that work.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And this woman's child died in the night because she overlaid it.
So the death is accidental, but
Yep.
peep this, y'all. What happened after is intentional. So this matters because wise judgment is gonna consider not only the accident, discretion and wise judgment is gonna consider the accident, the reaction to it, and the cover up. And the cover up. We ain't just looking at your feelings hurt because you lost your baby woman. We ain't looking at that. We judging the matter here.
Boy, see, you got to go through. You just took your feelings out. See,
Yeah.
folks don't want to do that when it's time to judge.
Yeah.
Even though we got a little baby involved.
Yeah. See, these are situations where a lot of dudes who want to hop up and call themselves teachers, this is where they find out they really not leaders right here in situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes what makes things gray is not every harmful outcome has the same kind of heart, and that's facts too.
Mm-hmm.
Like some unfortunate can happen, but not a malicious intent. But you still got to judge the matter.
Yep.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
So we have verse 20.
Okay.
He arose at midnight and took my son from beside me, while thine handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I rose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the other woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, No, but the dead is thy son, and the living is my son. Thus they spake before the king. I see. I got a red flag already. Yeah,
what you thinking? What you thinking, Hebrew?
Well, I'm putting my, like you said, if I'm the judge and the leader in this situation, I'm listening to the testimonies. And one woman just gave a heartfelt testimony.
Yeah.
And one woman just gave kind of like a 2-sentence testimony.
So
I'm thinking if this was one's child, the testimony would have been more heartfelt.
So going back to what you said earlier, so since we ain't got nothing to go off of, what we got to read? Body language,
testimony,
emotional investment.
Yeah,
bro. See, this the thing. This what you got to understand. You want to hop up and call yourself an elder, a leader, a teacher, a bishop, whatever you want to call yourself.
Yeah,
it ain't just about going live.
Yeah, it ain't.
It be stuff like this you got to deal with Monday through Thursday before you can even come on here and go live Friday.
Yep.
Y'all don't even know that. It be not on this scale where somebody baby done died and later swapped the babies and all that. But I'm pretty sure my pops can get on here right now and tell you from Monday through Friday before sundown, he done probably had maybe 5 to 10 dilemmas, 5 to 10 phone calls, having to judge certain matters, having to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
And brothers just see brothers going in. I want to teach, bruh. Do you know what you signing up for? It ain't just the teaching aspect. That's one aspect of it.
That's one aspect of it.
You know what I'm saying? When these young people come to you with scenarios, you like, damn, how you get in that? But hey, you gotta, hey, as the leader, you got to lead them with discretion, bruh.
Mm.
These young people good for coming to you with scenarios that you can't find no law for. I don't know what they be doing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, bro, hey, this what being a leader all about right here.
Oh,
You sure you wanna, you know, it ain't just all about going live and teaching.
no, it's not.
Sometimes this thing about helping people solve situations where you ain't got no knowledge of. You just got two conflicting testimonies with no direct law to go to to help you solve the situation.
And you still got to be righteous.
And you still got to be righteous and give a righteous judgment. That's the
Still got to be righteous.
Man, look, what verse we at, Hebrew?
23.
What verse we at? 23.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Then said the king, the one saith, this is my son that liveth, and thy son is the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And the other saith, nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son is the living.
Mm-hmm.
And the king said, bring me a sword.
Ooh.
And they brought a sword before the king.
You see that he ain't fit. He said, and leaders, teachers, leaders, elders, we can all take a page out of Solomon's playbook here, not necessarily getting the sword to solve the matters, but peep what I'm saying. He didn't keep saying, okay, which one of y'all lying?
Yeah.
That's not effective because a liar just gonna keep lying.
Go keep lying.
He's just gonna keep lying. So he do a test.
Yeah.
What words don't reveal, pressure will.
Yep.
So elders, teachers, whenever we presented with a situation like this, go to the Most High. How can I put pressure on this situation to reveal the truth?
Pressure bust pipes.
We can all take a playbook, a page out of his playbook when it comes to judging matters, like especially this as hard as these. We don't just too much really know what went on. It's a lot of he say, she say. Let me get back to y'all. A day of prayer, fasting, Most High. How can I apply pressure on this situation to resolve it?
Mm-hmm.
Then boom. Read that at the top again, Hebrew 24.
And the king said, bring me a sword. They brought a sword before the king.
So discretion is the ability to create a righteous response when no specific rule gives you a step-by-step procedure. That's what discretion is. So he can't directly see a truth right now. So he created tests that will. He created tests that will. 25, Hebrew.
And the king said, divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other.
Because he knew the real mother, he knew the real mother didn't just want possession of the child. She wanted she cared about the welfare of the child.
Yep.
That's what Solomon knew. That's wisdom. That's discretion right there. And you see how he used it in this gray area right here? He knew, okay, I ain't got nothing else to lean on. What can I lean on? Okay, I see one is real emotionally invested, and the other one is just kind of like nonchalant. Human nature don't really act like that when it comes to a mother and child.
Mm-hmm.
Bring me a sword, the real sharp one, the one with the real sharp. Bring it over here real quick. Let's cut the baby in half. I give you one half. I give you the other half. That's how. Hey, that's how that man was cold. He was cold with that, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Bring me a sword. Cause he know at this point it ain't about who keeps the child. It's okay. Now it's about, man, I just want the child alive. Solomon know that. So he knows
Yep.
that.
Yep.
What verse you at, Hebrew?
26.
Go ahead.
Then spake the woman whose living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son.
See the bowels. That's the inward emotional movement.
Mhm.
That's what that's going into, Hebrew. That the internal nature is always gonna reveal itself under pressure. You can't hide that.
Mhm.
Like the Bruce just said, pressure bust pipes. That's what he mean. Under pressure, your true self gonna show.
It's gonna bust out.
It's just like I give you prime example. Somebody always acting like they tough, and when some real go down, they the first one screaming. That's
Yep.
their real self. That
Yep.
pressure got on. That's the real self right there. It
Yep.
ain't the tough guy that was talking.
Nope. It's not.
That's why the scriptures say what's inward eventually gonna come outward. You see what I'm saying? What overflows the mind or the heart is eventually gonna come out.
Yep. Let's take a little pressure.
That's all it take, Hebrew, is a little pressure. Keep going.
And she said, "Oh my Lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it." But the other said, "Let it be neither mine nor thine, but
See that?
divide
So
it."
another lesson in discretion. You don't know what's inside a person until circumstances put the squeeze on them.
Yep. And you know what, bro? I was thinking, I was like, if there was a law that could judge this, it would be what is it? Judge the spirit.
Yep.
But however, unless a certain
But
situation happened, or
I was just
you
about to.
know,
I was just about to throw a caveat in there. But
because
at
we've
what
been
point?
around Bruce this whole
Look,
time, and then spirits,
I was
you
just
know,
about to say, because
yeah,
at what point in this situation do you apply that though?
yeah, yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yep, yep,
And you got to handle even if you had the knowledge to, okay, boom, that's the law. Okay, okay now. Where's the wisdom at to where I can apply this? Because at one point in Solomon's mind, he had to be like, okay, I hear both sides. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
it had to become a point to where he really got to thinking about it, where he was like, then so I guess you can have a law to go to,
yeah.
but at what point in the situation do you apply it, I
That's
guess?
why, yeah, yeah. Because looking at it, like I said, both the spirit, he couldn't really judge the spirits until he brought the sword out.
Yeah,
Until he brought
yeah,
the real spirit actually came out. Because
yeah.
it's a fact, bro. You really don't know people until
That pressure put the squeeze
yeah,
on them.
the ish hit the fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because folk can be operating a certain way this whole time, but until
Facts.
something really happened, they true spirit come out.
True spirit come out, and we all just witnessed that in this ministry.
Ah.
Come on now. Verse 27, Hebrew.
Then the king answered and said, "Give her the living child, and no
Mm,
wise slay it. She is the mother thereof."
mm.
And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king has judged, and they feared the king, for they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to do judgment.
Man, Solomon just put on a master class for us in discretion, bro.
So
He
did.
he listened. Then what he do, Hebrew? He found the contradiction. He
Yep.
formed the test. He observed the reaction, rendered the judgment. In that order, that's how we do it, teachers. That's how we do it, leaders.
Oh,
That's how we do it right there. All right, Hebrew. We threw it there. Let's drop that. Let's go to the next part. 1 Corinthians 10, 23 through 31.
1 Corinthians 10.
If y'all with me so far, if everybody understand, don't just be lying now. If y'all understand and following me so far, put some sevens in the room. I ain't gonna go till we got enough sevens up in there. So put some sevens in the room if everybody following so far. If everybody following so far, put some sevens up in the room. So Hebrew, so far we see right and wrong ain't always clear cut and dry. It ain't always black and white, is it, Hebrew?
No, it's not.
Ain't always black and white. That's why that's what discretion comes in and do the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to the next spot. Hebrew, I said what? 1 Corinthians 10. And let me get there, verses 23 through 31. And basically what this going into, y'all, even this is going into, right? Even if I can do it, should I do it?
Yeah.
Even if I can do it, should I do it? All right. Even if I can do it, should I do it? Hebrew. 1 Corinthians 10. We're gonna pick it up at verse 23. We're gonna read 23 through 31. When you get it, go ahead.
All things are lawful for me,
Uh,
but all things are not expedient.
uh-huh.
All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not.
All right, so let's look at this in three categories, right? Let's look at it in three categories, Hebrew: lawful, expedient, and edifying. Lawful, expedient, edifying. Now, they are not identical. Sometimes something can be lawful without being wise.
Mm,
Something can be permitted without being beneficial. Am I lying, Hebrew?
no.
Something can be, how can I say this? Something can be technically acceptable without really building anybody up.
Yep.
See
I
what
see
I'm
that in the
saying?
camps. I see that in the camps all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So now to preference, all things, we not finna go through precepts and show you how Paul was a law keeper because we all know he was. But if you want proof, just back up a few verses in this same chapter. He warned us about idolatry, fornication, tempting God, murmuring,
Right.
all this. So we know he kept the law. So all things means in the realm of things that's lawful.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So let's get that part out the way. So all he said, all things are lawful, but not expedient. Expedient meaning beneficial or advantageous or profitable or helpful or suitable, whichever word you want to use, right? Because, like I said earlier, you can be right and still mishandle a situation or a moment. You can be right and still mishandle it. I know this sounds crazy to newcomers, but yeah, you can be.
Yep.
And this is what we getting into in this particular script right here. Keep reading, Hebrew.
All right. So we have verse 24.
Uh-huh.
Let no man seek his own, but every man another's wealth.
You see that? So it's not talking about your pockets or your bank account, another man's wealth. It's talking about seek another person's benefit and not your own. Seek to what's gonna be the advantage to your brother, to your sister, or to their benefit.
Yeah.
Right? This is what it's going into. Being unselfish. Okay. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that
Mm.
eat, asking no questions for conscience sake.
So he said, whatever sold in the meat market, which is the shambles, therefore you eat. So what is basically going into, if no real moral issue exists, don't manufacture one.
Boom. That's bad. Yeah, straight. Can I give you an example?
Yeah, go ahead, Hebrew.
Straight up. Straight up. So we like Chinese food, right? Now
Uh-huh.
the Chinese food that you know is pretty clean and acceptable. When
Uh-huh.
we get in there, and they got their demonstration of how they got the little Buddha thing with the
I already
oranges.
know it. You already know it.
Hey, get your food and get out of there, man.
Get your food and get out.
Because
Get your
because
food and get out.
because if that's the case, then when Walmart on Christmas time got the Christmas trees all up everywhere, hey, you still go in there and get your hamburger, and French fries, and your
I'm
chicken,
saying.
you know what I'm saying? Don't
That's
go
fact.
in the Chinese place. Get to talking about, hey man, who y'all worship?
Yeah.
Who is that really right there?
Uh-huh.
Just get your stuff and get up out of there, man.
Yeah. Because see, now we already got gray areas in this life that naturally exists. With that, you creating one that don't even need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We in verse 20, what, Hebrews 6?
26. Yep.
Up, read verse 26. Yes, sir.
For the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
So Paul's basically saying the meat ultimately, we know he talking about lawful meats.
Right.
He's
Right.
saying the meat ultimately belongs to God.
There you go.
The idol don't possess it.
There
So
you go.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever pagan ceremony they did over the meat before it got to the whatever ritual they did over the New York strips before it got to Kroger.
Dig.
It don't transfer the ownership from Christ to them. That's what
No.
Paul's saying in this verse.
No. Give you
Go
another
ahead.
example that really came to mind real quick, bro.
Go ahead,
Ain't
Hebrew.
that-
Go ahead.
Ain't this like when Joseph, the lady tried to curse him with the food?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, this don't mean nothing to me. And ate it right there in front of her, like, bro,
Facts.
this don't mean nothing to me. This don't
That's a
hurt me.
perfect example.
And
That's a
smashed it
perfect
right in her face. Like, what is this?
precept. That's a perfect precept, Hebrew.
Yeah.
All praises for that. All praise for that. Verse 27.
If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, let me read that again. If
Uh-huh.
any of them that believe not bid you to a feast,
Mm-hmm.
and ye be disposed to go.
I stop right there. So it says, if any that believe not. So let's put some things in perspective right here. Not every believer eats unlawfully. I'm gonna say that again. Not every unbeliever eats unlawfully.
Nope.
Y'all got a lot of family members that don't follow the script, but they don't eat pork, they don't
Yep.
eat shrimp, they don't eat, you know what I'm saying, seafood and all that. So if an unbeliever bids you to a feast, let's say you have an unbelieving parent, mom or dad, right?
Yeah.
And they say, "Hey, son, I know you don't do the pork thing. You know I don't eat that mess either. But I really want to see you this weekend, so I'm throwing some lamb on the grill, throwing some beef ribs. We have some spaghetti, baked beans is gonna have beef in it, of course, and all that. I just want you to come over. Now, dispose mean you thought about it
Yeah.
and you
Yep.
chose to go." Because you heard what was on the menu.
Yep.
Okay, I can rock with that.
This ain't no Father's Day. This ain't no little
Yeah.
pagan holidays. This is a regular
Yeah.
Sunday or Saturday evening, night or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So you get over there. You get over there. There's food set out. You get the thinking in your head. I want to know if they ate some bacon this morning. I don't know. They cooked. Did she cook?
But it's crazy. That's me though, bro. Like I get over there and be like, and the guy at the brush like, man, I wonder if they had some pork ribs on this grill. I promise you, bro. Man, I wonder if they had some ham hocks in that.
Look. Let's see what Pa got to say to that.
That's crazy because hey, whatsoever is set before you, eat it.
He said, "Eat it, eat it." Look, if they told you that they were cooking lamb, don't go over there with the micro. You know what I'm saying? They probably were cooking some bacon in that oven earlier. Man, I can't. You know what I mean? She got the yams in the same Pyrex pot. She probably had the pork breakfast sausage in this morning.
Yeah, boy,
man. Come on, man. He said, look, don't create a gray area when you don't need to.
Yeah.
He said, ask no questions for conscience sake, right? Verse 28. Go ahead, Hebrew.
But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that shoot it.
Let's give him an example of this, Hebrew, let's drop the other shoe now. So now that same parent calls you, hey baby, I want to see you this weekend. It's I know you don't celebrate Christmas or whatnot, but we gonna have all clean food, lamb, beef ribs, chicken. You know what I'm saying? But this is our little Christmas family get together. They ain't they try not to call it a Christmas party so you can come.
Yeah.
They try to name it something else so you can show
up. Winter celebration.
Hey, this is where you draw the line right here now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause in so many words, Mom Deuce just told you, hey, this
It
lamb
is.
is sacrificed to the idol of Christmas.
Yep.
Even though it's lamb,
Yep.
even though it's lamb, meat we can eat, they doing it under the spirit of a Christmas party. That's idolatry. Numbers 25, if you need the proof.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, Hebrew.
29.
Now read 28 at the top again. I'm sorry.
But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that shoot it.
So
And for-
this is the gray area with this, because the meat ain't changed. The beef didn't become pork or whatever the case may be. The circumstance changed. Right? Now they saying now this is offered unto idols. So now the circumstance changed.
Mhm.
So a different circumstance, hey, different action. So before somebody say anything, eat. After they say, don't eat.
Yep.
Pretty simple. So wisdom or discretion knows the context can change the meaning of a otherwise lawful action.
Mhm. Yep.
It says, eat not for his sake that showed it. Finish that out, Hebrew.
And for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
See, notice he didn't say don't eat because the idol is real.
Yeah.
The concern is the other person.
Yeah.
If you eat after they openly attach it to an idol, then it can send a message that you didn't intend for it to send to your brother or sister.
Mhm.
But see, if the immature believer, they gonna say it's lawful meat.
Yep. Regardless of who is sacrificed to.
Yeah, but the brother or sister with discretion, they gonna be like, yeah, it's lawful, but they at a Christmas party, bro. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
not rocking with that.
And I think that's why Paul came like this, because there's no flat law that kind of
Exactly, Hebrew. That's why
that pertains to this.
that's why we here reading
Yeah.
Paul.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hebrew, verse 28.
Well,
What was that verse? That was verse
yeah,
28,
that
right?
was 28.
Okay, verse 29. I'm sorry.
All right. Conscious, I say, not thine own, but
See,
of the other.
not dying on. See, your mind ain't troubled. You know the freedom that you have.
Yeah.
You know the idol is nothing and the earth belongs to God. But the issue is what might my freedom, cause another person to do.
Stumble,
Exactly.
even the more.
Exactly. Go ahead, Hebrew.
But of the other, for why is my liberty judged of another man's conscience? For if I, by grace, be a partaker, why am I evil spoken of for that for which I give thanks?
So he said, for why am I even spoken of for that
Oh,
which I give thanks? So he's defending that, hey, this is a legit liberty, right? He said, but he said, I'm not gonna let false judgment redefine some lawful. So he basically defending both sides. He adding balance to it.
mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So keep going, Hebrew, verse 31. Read that.
Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God.
And that's what it's about right there. Which course of action best glorifies the most high?
Yeah.
Which course of action best glorifies the most high, Hebrew? That's what it boils down to. Here, hey, the same action can be lawful in one setting and unwise in another.
Yep.
Hey, discretion. This is why we Discretion, Hebrew. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 8, 1 through 13. 1 Corinthians 8, 1 through 13.
All right.
Just to give a little historical context on this, I know we read this before and we, broke this down before. Um, in the first century Greco-Roman world, temples weren't just worship sites. They was basically like economic centers, Hebrew. They held family banquets, community banquets, weddings,
Yeah.
certain festivals, civic festivals, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
community parties, all type of stuff. Just say like if me and you lived there back in the day, be like, hey, I'm going down to Caesar's Palace tonight. He right here, they got some of that lamb on the menu down there. Me and the fam going down there.
Yeah.
He be like, all right, bro, we'll see y'all down there. We're gonna be down there too. It's just what Brews did. They would go to temples where they were pagan temples, but they just wasn't for worship. They
Right.
was for other purposes. So that's important context for this particular scripture we about to read here. First
Yeah.
Corinthians 8. 1 Corinthians 8, verses 1 through 13. Hebrew, when you get it, go ahead.
Now, as touching the things offered unto idols.
So, okay, so let me preface this. This is going into knowing what you allowed to do versus knowing whether you should do it. All right, this is what this is going into. Knowing what you are allowed to do versus knowing whether you should do it. Okay, go ahead, Hebrew.
I'm gonna start at the top again.
Uh-huh.
Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge.
So he said the subject matters is things offered unto idols. That's the subject matter.
Yeah.
Notice he didn't pull a law or a particular rule. Notice that. What did he do, Hebrew? He starts by addressing the mindset of the person making the decision. No, peep it, peep game.
Yeah.
Some believe the idol is nothing. Technically, they right. But you can be right in knowledge and wrong in application, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
You can know the rule and still lack the wisdom to handle the situation. All right, go ahead, Hebrew, verse 2.
Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth.
Mm-hmm.
If any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know.
So he's saying, so Paul's condemning the type of this arrogance that comes with knowing a lot in this walk, and you see it a lot. We see it a lot, Hebrew.
Boy.
And this what Paul addressing here in this verse. He's saying, a man that think he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet is that he ought to know.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, Hebrew.
But if any man love God, the same is known of him.
Mm-hmm.
As concerning, therefore, the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world.
Right. So in theory, knowledgeable believers, they correct in this, right? So, but what a gray area becomes so real right here, sometimes who you are correcting is not, they not factually wrong. And that's a gray area. They not factually wrong, but their application is off. See that? He like, hey, he said, as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing. So if you want to eat things sacrificed to idols because you have that knowledge, you not technically wrong, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. We
But
not
there is
technically wrong.
right.
Eating, from these places that worship these other guys.
Right.
Basically.
Because he's saying, you know why you there.
Yeah.
But hey, in certain circumstances, this liberty can cause your brother to stumble.
Yep.
See? Go ahead, Hebrew.
We know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one. For though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many.
right? So the surrounding culture, they recognize many gods. But the
Yeah.
law keepers, we understand the truth concerning one God, right? Go
Yeah.
ahead, Hebrew. Keep reading.
But to us, there is one. I'm sorry, but to us, there is but one God, the Father,
Mm.
of whom are all things, and we are in him, and
Uh-huh.
one Lord, Jesus Christ, by whom all things, and we by him.
Uh-huh.
Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge.
See, my mature believers, everybody is not where you are or have matured to where you have matured. Right? Some people in this walk have spent their lives so deeply rooted in idolatry before they came into this walk. So when they see the meat, they don't process it as something neutral, Hebrew. They see the meat and think my old life.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And this is the gray area where our liberty or our freedom or what's permissible by the law can cause somebody to stumble. It's just like say Hebrew, say if we had a brew come to the class, wanted to come around the class that were heavy out in the streets or heavy in drug use
Yeah.
and trying to turn their life around. And let's say they come to like how we kick it after the feast. What I'm saying, we'll go to somebody crib spot and we just kick it. It be the brothers in one room, sisters in another room. We be
Yeah.
doing our thing, right?
Yeah.
The brothers, we out there got the strong drink going. You know what I'm saying? Left handers. A brother that's coming out of that may see all that. And he might pull out a lean. He might think that that, and pull a lean bottle or something out.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say, hey, that brother might not been ready for that environment right there at that point in his
Yeah.
walk.
You got to use
If
discretion.
that brother want to come hang with the bruise, we might have to put all that up.
Yeah.
So he don't get the wrong idea until our brother gets stronger.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, Hebrew? What verses we at?
Verse 7.
Yeah, verse 7. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge.
Yeah.
For some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol.
You see that? So it's like they didn't process it as something neutral because hey, they whole life down. They knew hey, idolatry.
Yep.
But the believer, we looking at it like, hey, I give you another example. My daughters, you know what I'm saying, young girls, you know what I'm saying? They still at the point where they still learning the law. They ain't ready for a lesson like this. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They
Yeah.
still learning the law, right? So I tell them right now, I got the training wheels on them. I tell them, hey, Easter, this is when they was real young. We a little bit more articulate now, but when they was real young, I could just say Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that's yucky. That's the word I use, yucky. So when they see it on TV, they're like, Daddy, that's Easter Bunny, that's yucky,
Dig.
right? So I'm grown enough to know that an idol is nothing. I can go to Kroger during Easter and go get me a Reese's with an Easter bunny on it. Like peel the damn wrap off, eat the
And
Reese's.
smash it. Yeah.
But you know what I'm not gonna do, Hebrew, since my daughters are still in the learning
Yep.
phase of actually learning the law, learning all the nuances of the law.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a regular Reese's packaging and I'm gonna eat that in front of them because if I did that with the Easter bunny in front of them and I'm telling them in one breath Easter is yucky and they see me do that,
Yep.
send a mixed signal down to Hebrew.
That's a perfect example, bro.
It's in a mixed signal. They not nuanced, mature enough to understand. Hey, the idols of Easter is really nothing.
It's nothing.
So hey, I have to have that discretion around my daughters when it comes to stuff like that. Hey, even though I know I can just eat the Reese's and keep moving,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do that around them though.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
I'm at the end of 7.
Uh-huh.
And their conscience being weak is defiled,
Mm,
but meat commendeth us not to God. For neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we
So
the worse.
so just add more balance to it. You know better if you eat it, if you don't eat. All right, verse 9. Go ahead.
But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
You see that? So even if the things we allow to do, y'all, it must be governed by wisdom. Even the things we are allowed to do must be governed by wisdom and discretion. Right? A mature person gonna look at a situation after reading this verse and say, you know, normally this would be cool, but under these circumstances, this ain't that wise.
Yeah.
You know what an immature person gonna say though, Hebrew? The law says good.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's roll with it.
Yep.
You see how discretion is gonna slow us down every time. It's gonna put us right there in the balancing act of a chaotic situation. Discretion is. What verse you still in 9?
Now I'm in 10.
You in 10? Okay, go ahead.
For if any man see thee which has knowledge, sit
Mhm.
at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols?
All right, so remember, food ain't the issue, right? The issue is they participate while associating the act with idolatry. That's the issue. So two people can experience the same thing, can do the same thing while experiencing something different eternally. The believer can eat with no thought of the idol. Hey, this is just lamb. You know what I'm saying? They both believers in this sense. The brother with the weaker conscience, I should say. When he see the meat, he like, damn, this remind me of when I used to celebrate Christmas and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, bro.
All right. Verse 11. And though thy knowledge and through thy knowledge
Mhm.
shall the weak brother perish, for whom Christ died.
Mm.
But when ye sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Christ.
Yeah, so just understand, like, man, like sometimes our actions can give somebody courage to do something they not spiritually ready to handle. If you, as a strong-minded believer, is not careful, the weaker believers, we have to understand this. Sometimes, hey, the babes, they'll mimic or imitate our behavior while not having the same understanding we have, and we have to be aware that that type of stuff happens.
Yep.
This is what this is going into right here. So you had to what? Use that discretion in that gray area right there. Hey, if we understand this, put some sevens in the room, we can go to the next spot.
You know what? You want me to do verse 13 though?
Yeah, you can go and read that out, Hebrew. Finish it out.
All right.
Yep.
Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh, while the word standeth, lest I make my brother to offend.
All praises. All praises, Hebrew. All right, like I said, y'all, this ain't no long class, but y'all, we got 2 more spots. But y'all see how much meat we done pulled out of everywhere we done went. Just
Yeah, this was a straight meaty lesson, brother.
I told you what. Look, what I tell
Straight
you
up.
before the class.
Yeah, this was a meaty boy.
I told you before the class, bro.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a slow roll this thing, but I feel like this was very needed for Israel
It
to hear.
was.
Even me, like,
It
bro,
was.
I have never stumbled across this concept until now.
Mm.
I'm putting this thing together. I'm like, man, get out of here.
And it's crazy. This came up because me and Tove was kind of presented with something like this, and I ain't gonna lie, I called your pops to get some counsel,
Yeah.
and basically this is what he hit me with. You got to remember, I'm not saying it's unlawful, right? But you got to
Right.
remember, you still a teacher, and what you doing, other folks is watching.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, I said, I ain't telling you don't. I'm just saying, basically, use wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you right.
And see, you know what's so cold about it. You can even like you can go get cancer just like you did. But it's still up to you to know how and when to apply what you was
Yep.
told.
Yep.
Like, can't nobody help you with that part, is what I'm saying.
Nope.
That's the
Nope.
part where it's just like, damn, you gotta do this, bro. Like, you can't run from it.
Yep.
Even you can go get all the counsel you want. At the end of the day, it's just you in this situation looking back
Yep.
at you. So you got to take, okay, you got to take all the wise counsel you was given.
Yep.
You got to know, okay, I can't even apply that right now. And
Yep.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta
Yep.
wait, maybe wait a little. That's discretion, though.
That's discretion.
That's discretion. That's what we've been talking about, though. So we finished that. But that was First Corinthians 8, right?
Yep.
Let's go to Numbers 27, 1 through 11, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Numbers 27, 1 through 11.
All right.
I mean, it can be a gray area like, do I take this job? Because I ain't gonna lie, Hebrew, like I value hands-on time with my children, like a
I can
lot,
dig it. I can
like
dig it.
a whole lot. So when it comes to stuff like job opportunities and stuff like that, if I see a job out there paying a little bit more money, but
I
the,
can dig it. I can
the
dig it.
scheduling just really don't work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, that's a great area in life. It ain't no particular verse I can just go to. It's just like I just gotta kind of use discretion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because okay, if I value hands-on time with my children, but this job gonna have me away from the house down there 24/7, but the money will put my family in a better position, then now I gotta weigh, okay, is the position we in bad enough to where I need to take this for real? Or, you just gotta wait.
Yep.
That's where, like you said, discretion. So
Yep.
hey, man, hey, these things we presented these situations and circumstances all the time, Hebrew. We gonna notice them even more after this class now.
For sure.
Yeah, we gonna notice them even more after this class now. Yo, let's get it, Hebrew. What I say? Numbers 27, 1 through 11, the daughters of Zelophehad. Now, peep this. This what's so interesting about this spot, y'all. A law had already been situated for this. Inheritance law.
Mm.
But guess what? A life situation still arose where the framework hadn't addressed this situation yet, even though a law had already been laid down.
Mm.
The framework didn't address this situation. So what do we do? Gray area, discretion. Let's get it, Hebrew. Numbers 27, 1 through 11. Go ahead.
All right. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the
Yeah,
son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph.
yeah.
And these are the names of his daughters: Mahala, Noah, and Hogla, and Milcah,
Uh-huh.
and Tirzah.
Mm-hmm.
They stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest, and before the priests and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah.
Hey,
But
now,
God,
now, hey, that's important right there.
yeah,
That little distinction is important. They put that part in there for a reason because circumstances matter. They basically saying, "Hey, don't put our father in the category that don't fit this certain case right here, now, Moses."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And peep this lineage, inheritance, family continuation, and covenant land is on the line here. This ain't no light matter. This ain't no light matter. So they said they father had no sons. You in verse 4 Hebrew?
Bottom of 3.
Okay, bottom of 3, go ahead.
Yep. But died in his own sin and had no sons.
Okay.
Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family? Because he hath no son.
So they
Give
basically
unto
saying our father had no sons, so should his family name just disappear? Now you know what a Israelite, a immature Israelite teacher would have told these sisters in 2026.
I already know what you're gonna say. I heard him talking about it earlier. Go ahead.
The law say sons.
Yep. Yep.
The law say sons, and probably would have scolded that sister and went on about how sisters is always trying to go against the law and
Yep.
all this madness. Man, shut up.
Yep. They be like, the law say the heritage come from the man.
Yeah.
The lineage
That's
come
a
from the
teacher. I'm
man.
gonna let you know now. So that's somebody with no discretion,
Yep.
no nuance. No, he
Yep.
just a rigid application of the law.
Yep.
That Negro still would have been running his mouth by these sisters always trying to go against the law. Always trying to go. The book say sons. The law say sons. Hey, shut up.
No mercy, no discretion, no judgment, no none of that.
Paul said, man, look, where your love at?
Straight up.
Where the glorification of God at? This a gray area, bro. You can't just quote a law. It don't even fit this situation. But that's I'm telling you, sisters. If you would have had brought this dilemma to most Israelite
Yeah.
teachers in today's time, that's the answer you would have got right there.
Straight like that. Yep.
And this is the thing you have to ask. Okay, is that answer that you giving me, the law say sons? Is that actually preserving the purpose of the inheritance law? If we being real, is that actually preserving the purpose of the law? Because it's connected to family preservation. That's one thing. Because now, when we bring that into play, you got to sit the law say sons butt down somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother topic now. Now your surface level behind got to sit down somewhere now. Law preservation, covenant land, all that's in the play. You can't just cut it off at the law say sons. They got a legitimate gripe here.
And I'm about to say, if you do that, in a sense, you kind of breaking the law.
Facts.
See, that's the thing. See, we can idolize the law. And I know you saying that, folks like, what? Yeah, you can idolize the law.
The law. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I was getting at, Hebrew, when I said people over time, people lose sight of what the purpose of the law really is and start making it something that it's not.
Yep. Yep.
What verse we at, Hebrew?
In the middle of 4.
Go ahead.
Give unto us, therefore, a possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Hey, hold on. That verse 5 important. Now, peep this. This important right here. The lawgiver the one who gave the law didn't have the answer.
You feel me? So, bro, you just said something. The man who had the law from God,
who probably had a better understanding of it than anybody else.
Anybody else walking for the rest of your life, you will never understand a law like this man. And he had to go before the Lord and ask, yo, what's up?
Hey, you know what they showed me what else discretion is, Hebrew, as a teacher or a leader? Also, discretion is, I ain't got the answer right now.
Come on.
Let me go seek the Most High.
Hey,
that's discretion too.
Let these camp leaders and teachers, hey, they got all the answers.
They got out the law. The lawgiver didn't have the answer.
Come on, man. Boy. Mm.
They had a legitimate issue.
Yes, they
And
did.
look, you at verse 7, Hebrew.
Yep.
Read that at the top. Pick that up from the top.
The daughters of Zelophehad speak right.
What? Hold on. The Lord said that? The Lord didn't say, how dare y'all go against the established judgment? The law already says sons.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord
Yep.
already know what law he had laid down, and he still told these sisters, man, you know what? They speak right.
Because it's about mercy and true judgment.
Right.
Discretion.
And specifically in this case, family preservation. That's what it's all. It's not all about just sons.
No, family preservation.
That's the purpose of the inheritance law, not just sons.
And look what he say, though.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Thou shalt surely
Ah,
give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them.
see, and I'm gonna tell you this too, Hebrew, about some of these elders. Some of these elders in a lot of these classes think if something has always been done a certain way, then questioning that way is rebellion. That's a precept of man.
It is. It is.
We can't. Me and my family came from a class like that.
For real. Because look, bro, Christ say, it was said of them of old times, but I say.
Right.
See, we're gonna get in there a little bit tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
yo, you better adhere to the gospels. Because he said it was said of them in old time, but I say. So we gotta obey our king.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So discretion is gonna allow truth to correct certain traditions without destroying the actual order. Just like we see here. They didn't destroy the actual order of the inheritance law, but guess what? Discretion allowed them to correct a tradition, how people started to misuse the inheritance law. Sons.
Mm-hmm.
You see the tradition of the law. No, man, look, no. Discretion, not your tradition. And then look, you know what's so cold about Moses? With him being the lawgiver and didn't have the answers, he didn't even get defensive about this.
Nope, he didn't. Nope.
That's healthy leadership, man.
Yep. He did not once think he say, wait a minute, it's supposed to be the sons. What y'all talking about?
Right.
Nah, he just said, you know what? Let me go holler at the man.
So he did it for the Lord because he knew, man, the inheritance law ain't just about sons. It's about family preservation, keeping brothers' names alive, whether he got sons or not.
Yep. And he had to go make sure that what he was thinking and feeling was true.
Facts, Hebrew. We at verse 8.
Yep.
I read verse 8.
And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no sons, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter.
Wow. So a case or a scenario or life circumstance that exposed an unaddressed circumstance became guidance for future cases like these.
Mm-hmm.
That's something, Hebrew. Go ahead.
It is. And it's basically what Christ did. He basically, it was said of them of old times, but I say, if he ain't got no sons, give it to his daughter.
There you go.
Man, that's cold.
There you go.
And if he had no daughters, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he had no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family. And he shall possess it. And it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses.
All right. Hey.
And the Lord said unto Moses.
That was it on that? That was verse 11?
Yep.
Why I got an echo? Yeah, I'm hearing an echo.
I don't hear it.
I'm hearing it on my end, but I'm just gonna keep going.
I'm
But
hearing it on
Hebrew,
my end. I'm just gonna keep going. But people,
nah, I can't keep going with that. Hold on.
I can't keep going with that. Hold
Pops, what's going on? I know what's
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 going on?
going on.
What's what's going on?
The lesson too good.
That's what it is.
I think you hit something, dude, on
What
your
it
phone
is.
or something.
I think you hit
'Cause,
something on your phone or something.
I'm hearing you echo too. Do I need to
hey,
go out and come back in?
Echo too. Do I need to go and
hold
come back
on.
in?
Let me do something.
Hold on. Let me do something.
That's what. Hey, you teaching folks, bro. That's what it is.
Man, all praise to the Most High. We got one more spot left
To the
too.
Most High. We got one more spot left too.
You know what, bro? We might just have to rock out with the echo.
You
Forget
know
it.
what, bro? We might just have to rock out with the
It's
echo.
gonna throw me off, but
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what happened, but I don't know what
I
happened,
don't know
PJ.
what happened, but I don't know what happened, PJ.
you, you want me?
I didn't touch nothing on my end, and
That's all it is. You want me to on my end and
You want me to hop out and come in?
you want me to
yeah, because I want you to end with a bang, man. So
yeah,
just
because I
reset
want you
your
to end with
stuff.
a bang, man.
Okay, let me hop out, y'all. I'm finna
Yeah,
get up out of here
Let
and
me
I'm coming right back.
I'm finna get up out here and I'm coming right back.
big.
All right. All right. Mic check, mic check, mic check. D-Roll, can you hear me?
D-Roll, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I still hear the echo, Hebrew.
Okay. I still hear the echo,
Ah.
Hebrew.
No,
Hey,
on the last play. You know what, Hebrew? Forget it. Well, I'm blocked it out.
Last play.
Last
You know
place,
what?
y'all. First
I'm
Samuel
blocked
chapter
it out.
24. I'm
Let's
ignoring it.
First Samuel chapter 24. I'm ignoring.
First
Let me
Samuel
see some
24.
Hebrew. After you
Let me see
say,
some
mute your mic real
You
quick.
say mute your mic real quick.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. See, when you mute it, I don't hear the echo. That's crazy. It ain't been doing that all night.
It ain't been doing that all night.
So when I start reading, I just mute it while you you know what I'm saying, teaching.
Bet. Say less. All right. Let's go to First Samuel chapter 24,
Let's go
Hebrew.
to
This the
First Samuel
last spot.
chapter 24, Hebrew. This the last spot.
All right.
First Samuel chapter 24.
First
Hey,
Samuel
and right
chapter
here, y'all,
24.
this is a
Hey, and
situation
right
where
here,
opportunity looks like permission from the Most High. We asked the question earlier, why did Dave express Saul? What law could he go to solve this situation? And not only that, where opportunity looks like permission, all the counsel around you sounds spiritual. What do? Let's look at it, Hebrew. First Samuel chapter 24. This is gonna get the whole chapter, Hebrew. Let's get it.
All right. First Samuel chapter 24, verse 1. And it came to pass when Saul was returned from following the Philistines that it was told him, saying, Behold, David is in the wilderness of En Gedi.
So just to set
Then
the
Saul,
context, just set the context. Saul is hunting David. David is innocent. Saul has abused his authority completely at this point. He's already tried to kill David as well. He done driven this man from his normal life. The gray area usually becomes dangerous when you actually been wronged. And Pops, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. It's gonna be something me and you can really relate to right here. The gray area really comes in when you really been wrong and you got the power to do or say something, but it ain't the smartest decision to make at the moment. All right, let's get it, Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of Israel and went to seek Daud and his men upon the rocks of the wild goats. He came to the sheepcotes by the way, where was a cave, and Saul went in to cover his feet. And David and his men remained in the sides of the cave.
You see that? So Saul got
And the
3,000 men. He got 3,000 men looking for David. 3,000 hitters looking for David. And here he is. He walks in the cave alone and vulnerable with David in the cave and all his men. This man that tried to kill you. You can't tell me we wouldn't be in that cave. I'm finna cut this boy TV completely off. He by himself too. I'm finna cut his TV completely off. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Where I'm at, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm at the end of verse 3. And David and his men remained in the sides of the cave. And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day of which the Lord said unto thee, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee.
Hebrew, can I ask a
Then
question?
David arose. Go ahead.
Is every open door divine permission? Rhetorical.
Rhetorical. Nah.
See, sometimes, even when circumstances line up perfectly, you still need discretion.
Yep.
Hey, he could clip him right here, bro. And then look, your counsel sound and all these brews that put Yah in it.
Yeah.
They didn't put Yah in the Hebrew. Hey, the Lord said you can clip him.
Yep.
He vulnerable. Putting a spiritual spin on it. Hey, gray area pressure is at its highest level right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a quick poll in the chat. What y'all would have did in this situation? Cut it. Be honest. Cut his TV off or let him live. What y'all would have did? I know what I would have did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being honest.
Yeah, he
Salt
probably
water
would
would
have
have
put
been
him
cut
down.
off.
Yeah, I probably would have put him down too, especially brothers in my ear telling my man, it's righteous, sports righteous. And then you got to put yourself in that time. In that time, they was putting folks down for righteousness.
Thanks.
Like it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, Hebrew. Let's keep reading, man.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And the men of David said unto then I'm at the end of 4. Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privily. And it came to pass afterward that David's heart smote him because he had cut off Saul's skirt.
That's major right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another detail I want y'all to peep. Didn't God already promise David the throne by at this time? He was already promised the throne, but not like this though. Not like this though.
Jacob made that mistake.
Yeah. David understood that. He understood, hey, I got the throne. I'm going to have the kingdom. But the Lord didn't say it was going to come like this. So he cut his skirt. Now, nobody rebuked David. No prophet showed up. Didn't no commandment or statute fall out the sky. But his heart still smote him though. No, and what verse did David think about that made his heart smote him? It don't say. What governed David though? A trained inner man, governed by wisdom and discretion. And guess what? Somebody immature could say, well, I ain't kill him. I just cut a piece of his cloth off. but you didn't respect the office who the Most High put in office at the end of the day. And see, this is why David's heart smote him, because that's what hit him. So now you Billy Badass in the bud David, where the nigga trying to kill, the king was trying to kill me. I'm a smoke, bro. You not better than David. You and guess what? You would have been in the lake of fire for that. That David was a man after the Lord's heart. That's what the Lord. That's what Christ would have did if he was in this situation. Verse you at Hebrew.
Verse 6.
Go ahead.
And he said unto his men, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master.
Oh no, Hebrew. I thought he said, show me the verse that say I can't kill Saul in this cave. He ain't say that, did he?
Nah.
He ain't say that. He said, I can't put my hand forth against the Lord's anointing. And that's that on that. Go ahead, Hebrew.
To stretch forth my hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord. So David stayed his servants with these words and suffered them not to rise against Saul.
Mm-hmm.
Saul rose up out of the cave and went on his way. David also arose after and went out of the cave and cried after Saul, saying, my Lord, the king. And when Saul looked behind him, David stopped with his face to the earth and bowed himself. That's cold right there. Ain't nobody about to do that. Ain't none of us about to do that.
Nah, we ain't there yet. Ain't none of us there yet.
Nah.
I know I ain't gonna lie to you. I would be the last person to sit up here in front of y'all act like, bro, I'm not this diplomatic. I'm not. the scene would have been over with in the cave. I ain't gonna lie to you. Go
Verse
ahead,
9.
Hebrew. Yeah.
And David said to Saul, wherefore hearest thou men's words, saying, behold, David seeketh thy hurt. Behold, this day thine eyes have seen how that the Lord hath delivered thee today into mine hand in the cave. And some bade me kill thee, but mine eyes spared thee. And I said, I will not put forth my hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. Moreover, my father, see the skirt of thy robe in my hand, for in that I cut off the skirt of thy robe and killed thee not. Now that know thou and see that there is neither evil nor transgression in my hand, and I have not sinned against thee, yet thou huntest my soul to take it. The Lord judges between me and thee, and the Lord avenge me of thee, but mine hand shall not.
He said, and the Lord avenged me of thee. So David knew having the power to do something don't mean that you got the authority to do it.
Nope.
See, I could have erred you slick mouth, soft serve backbone elders out a few months ago. It was about to happen.
Wish everybody like that.
I like that.
That close.
Usually when I get that mad, I call Pops. He is talking me off the cliff, and I'll be like, okay. I come out with a lesson about something completely different.
Big.
You know what I'm saying? That's discretion, though, Hebrew.
Yep.
That's discretion, man. Keep reading, Hebrew.
13. As saith the proverb of the ancients, wickedness proceedeth from the wicked, but mine hand shall not be upon thee.
You see that? That's more discretion. David said, I refuse to become wicked while trying to fight wickedness. And that's where I had to come with that situation, Hebrew.
Yep.
I refuse to become wicked while fighting wickedness. Man, sometimes, bro, discretion is, man, just walking away and letting the Lord finish what he started.
Yep.
Keep going, Hebrew.
After whom is the king of Israel come out? After whom doest thou pursue? After a dead dog, after a flea? The Lord therefore be judge and judge between me and thee, and
Mm,
see and plead my cause and deliver me out of thine hand.
that's right.
See, that's discretion, leaving it up to the Most High.
That's right, Hebrew.
Even when you got the upper hand and could end it in your eyes, you
Yeah.
still leave it up to Him.
Yeah, you got the ability to harm and you choose restraint. Because you
That's
know what? And you know what this teaches me in real time right now? Sometimes our restraint exposes people more
yep.
than our retaliation will, Hebrew.
Oh,
That,
that's
that,
heavy.
that I restraint or hold a mirror up to them and they'll see just how freaking foolish that they've been acting
Yep.
by restraining ourselves and not reacting in the way that they would expect us to react.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like somebody come in the room saying something stupid. If don't nobody react and look at that fool, he gonna look around with egg on his face and walk out.
Yep.
Hey, scripture. I took this out, but this was in here. Proverbs 26, 4 and 5. Answer a fool according to his folly. Answer a fool not according to his folly. Seem like a contradiction, but it's getting you to use discretion, knowing when to rebuke, when not to rebuke, when to say something, when not to say something.
Yep.
Right now, I'm not answering the fool according to their folly, Hebrew. I'm just not.
I could dig it.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
And it came to pass when David had made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, "It is this thy voice, my son David?"
Mm,
And Saul lifted up his voice and wept. And he said to David, "Thou art more righteous than I,
mm.
but thou hast
See that?
rewarded."
See, David restraint put the mirror up in front of Saul. He like, dang, bro. I've been trying to kill him, man. He had me when I was vulnerable. I could have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
He like, man, you way more righteous than me, bro.
Yep.
Hey, sometimes your restraint are exposing way more than your retaliation will. That's facts. It's
Mm-hmm.
prime example. Don't say nothing. Just let the Most High shine the
That's
light
right.
on that. Well, let him shine the light on them.
Yep.
I almost finna, you know.
Hey, you just use discretion in that little moment right there. Straight up.
Go ahead, Hebrew. Read on after 22, man.
All right, 17. And he
Mm-hmm.
said to David, "Thou art more righteous than I, for thou hast rewarded me good, whereas I have rewarded thee evil. And thou hast shown this day how that thou hast dealt with me well. Well with me. For as much as when the Lord had delivered me into thine hand, thou
Mm-hmm.
killest me not. For if a man find his enemy, will he let him go well away? Wherefore the Lord reward thee good, for that thou hast done unto me this day. And now, behold, I know well that thou shalt surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel shall be established in thine hand. Swear now, therefore, unto me by the Lord that thou wouldest not cut my seed after me, and I'm sorry, and that thou wilt not destroy my name out of my father's house."
Mm.
And David swore unto Saul, and Saul went home. But David and his men got them up unto the hold.
So man, so what did David,
Oh
what did
man.
his what did
So
his
what
discretion
David,
produce?
what his discretion produce?
David's discretion produce
Here I
David
say,
discretion
well,
produce
it preserved his
well,
integrity. It honored
it
God's
preserved his
timing because
integrity.
hey,
It
yeah,
God,
honored
because
God's timing. Because hey,
David could
God
have been immature,
David
took
could
things
have
to
took
his own hands
David
and
could
been
have been
like,
immature, took things to
God
his
already
own
told
hands
me
and
I'm
been
gonna have
like,
a throne. I should
God
just kill a
already
man
told
and
me I'm
take
gonna
it
have a
now.
throne. I should just kill a man and take it now.
See what I'm
yep,
saying? But he respected the
See what I'm
timing of the
saying?
Most High as well. That's another nuance to this situation. Also, it kept him from carrying the guilt of emotionally driven decision. That's what is discretion preserved. You know, like we've been saying, man, the whole lesson, like right and wrong ain't always black and white. This where discretion and wisdom come in. You know what I'm saying? That's the lesson, man. Part 2 next week, most high willing.
And part 2 next week, most high
Hallelujah.
willing.
Hope
Hallelujah.
y'all enjoyed the lesson. Hope somebody learned something.
Hope y'all
I
enjoyed the lesson. Hope
definitely,
somebody
most
learned
definitely
something.
learned some new
I
stuff this
definitely,
week.
most definitely
Like,
learned some new stuff this
this is one of the most intriguing topics I have
This is
ever
one of the most
did a
intriguing
lesson on
topics
to
I
me
have
for
ever
real.
did a lesson on to me for real.
That's all I got, man. I'm gonna hand it on over.
That's all I got, man. I'm gonna hand it on over to.
All praise to the Most High. Powerful, powerful, enlightened lesson. I hope everybody got something out of this lesson tonight because it was excellent, excellent lesson.
Excellent.
We seen how emotionalism and even sometimes what we call knowledge of the word can put you in the situation where you actually not being a Christ follower. Put it to you like that. So awesome lesson. All praise to the Most High for these two brothers. Bang, Spirit of the Most High using him to put this lesson together. So all praise that. But on another note, so we got the good and the hood coming up next month. We doing our annual backpack drive. So we got the Venmo set up.
We got the Venmo.
Y'all look and see it scroll on the bottom of the screen. Y'all see the QR code on the top of the screen. If you want to use Zelle, Zelle does not have a URL code. So if you want to use Zelle, let me put these email screen right here. So we got a new email address as well. You can always hit us up on gmail.com. We also got a new email for the Melchizedek Memphis at 06@gmail.com. So hit us on that. If you want to pay by Zelle or donate by Zelle, we'll send the QR code through the email and then you just use it like that. So all praise to the Most High for that. We'll be in class tomorrow. 1 p.m. Olive Branch Public Library. Hold on. Let me remove this joker here. Hold on one second. Delete this one. And delete this one. Video. There we go. All right. So anyway, we have a technical difficulty right then, but all praise. We'll be in class tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Olive Branch Library. Brother Yacole will be dispensating the word. All praise Most High for that. We'll get back with y'all on that. Now, D-Ro, what time y'all on tomorrow?
Yeah, we got planning on the Lord willing. We plan on going on tomorrow.
What time y'all going on?
11. 11.
Okay. All right. So Aquila and Priscilla.
That's 11 Eastern time.
So 12 our time. So 12 Central time. Aquila and Priscilla Mirror, y'all go on there and look at them, check them out, support their channel. Man, I appreciate all the work that all the brothers are doing, all the sisters are doing. And if y'all anywhere in the South Memphis, Orange Mount area, August 8th, come on out to the backpack drive. We'll have food, we'll be giving backpack, school supplies away. Last thing I'm gonna say, keep the house ties, Brother Norris, and y'all prayers. We're down in Houston right now. They got some family situation going on. Y'all pray for them, pray for their family, pray for Sir Charles. Keep the brother in your prayer, him and his family. With that, I turn it back over to the brother.
I think TJ ain't on here no more, man. So I just want to say Shabbat Shalom, man. I enjoy the rest of y'all. Sadly, okay, here you go. He come back in here. You on there, TJ? If If you talking, we can't hear you, bro. You don't know, y'all. Well, go ahead and play a song out, T, or
yeah, I'm whatever you got to say, bro. I'm in the live.
No, I'm gonna say Shabbat Shalom. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. And see y'all in the morning, man, if Lord willing.
All right, family, shalom.
Shalom.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Authority been given, got me walking in it. He done poured the spirit out, got me talking in it. Hallelujah, glory to the Father. I ain't even bothered, cause the blood of his son got me living out my calling, crawling to his throne, standing in the face of demons. For belief in the Messiah, got these demons fleeing, screaming. All praises, Yeshua was all greatness. I submit to your authority, I'm bomb chasing, trying to cleanse my soul in these last days. Took to your ways, now I'm preaching to the castaways. Clean up your ways, follow the spirit, obey his voice. I'm being coherent. When the trial come, I can stand a righteous defendant. No pretending, I keep my loins girded. I do. Jesus ain't the Messiah, that's a lie. No matter how you heard it, open this book. I started searching, apply what I read. It started working, cause of the blood I'm certain. Now these devils hurting. Keep my foot on their neck, will in the back, the spirit keep them in check. Won't neglect his precious word, keep it close to my chest. That's why my faith is on the trillion, authority through the ceiling. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
I peep the atmosphere shifting at the weight of the words. Say you heard, I'm serving bread without a plate on the curb, speaking truth, providing proof. All debates be deterred, read and pray, then meditate, leave all these statements recurred. Hey, when you walk in full faith, there ain't no room for doubting. Plant that mustard seed, bro, and you can move a mountain. Trusting y'all and never be confounded. Gotta walk through the fire and during trials, ain't no way around it. Trumpet sounded, lifting up my voice, and I ain't sparing none. Following the sun, got me shining like the glaring sun. Walking in the Lord is my priority. He chose a few as the people to give authority. And now we really stepping. We got his spirit in his word, and we don't need a weapon. It ain't no stressing, seeking blessings, trying to reach perfection. Scripture my obsession, trying to fully rid of all this living, coming out the world, fleeing transgression and deception. Walking in his name, make them demons tremble. Stop defiling your body, you gotta guard your temple. We pray the Father gon' repair the land. We going to heal the sick and preach repentance, cause the kingdom at hand.
Then he called his 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over all devils and to cure diseases. And he sent them to preach the kingdom of Yah and to heal the sick.